The champ is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the heavyweight champion of the world has arrived. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
It's your boy. We've been Israel, the people's champ. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Judah. Still a little sad, man. So I'm going to have a drink. Brother Chris Rock. Because in this whole debacle, he's the only one that acted appropriately. Got the pineapple burning, y'all. Shout out to Third Phase Body Oil, Charlotte, North Carolina. Got a little Hennessy. Got my water too. Chasing the Hennessy with some ice water. Hope y'all doing well tonight. If you don't want to be here, frankly, I don't care. Don't be here. This ain't one of them shows, man. You don't believe in the Bible, you definitely don't want to be here tonight because I'm bringing out the Bible. King James Version. Move around. Plenty of places to be in these YouTube streets. Shout out to Love Dorsey. Holla at your girl. I said what I said. Shout out to Shalakimia. I'm going to give y'all my perspective. Shout out to Kendra. That's all my shout outs. Let me get this phone quiet for y'all. But we're going to talk tonight. A little late night session. It's 3:20 a.m. on the East Coast here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hope y'all doing well. The link, matter of fact, let me get that going right now, just in case somebody pops in, and I apologize for not being prepared. I forgot. I learned a new trick last night. So please forgive me being unprofessional. We got this late night session going. I usually don't do them this late. It's Monday Night Raw. I'm getting it in. Getting this Monday Night Raw in. Give me a minute. All right, sorry about that. All right, sorry. Oh. Hello, testing. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Little feedback. Let me. Excuse me 1 second. I got a better way to do this, y'all. Next time I do this, I will be prepared. All right. That should get rid of that echo. All right, there we go. I apologize for that. Now, one more thing. Boom. There we go. All right. So anybody wants to be a guest on tonight's show, and click the link. We're gonna talk tonight if y'all want to. If you're still up with me, I'm gonna rock with your boy. I'll let your boy. This, as I originally thought, it wasn't staged and it wasn't WWE wrestling and all that nonsense people were saying yesterday. Will Smith came out and issued an apology to his publicist. That BS apology he did. He's still on that simp shit. I say that. Had he effed up. He should have reached out to Rock in person. They're friends, or they have been friendly associates, what have you, from my understanding. You do your boy wrong, a colleague wrong, you don't issue an apology through your publicist, especially after what he did. Big problem with that. He's still in simp mode. That's who he is. He ain't Mike Lowry. He's the fresh simp of Bel Air, is what he is. And, I had a lot of empathy for him because of what he was going through. And domestic violence isn't only physical. A larger portion of domestic violence is mental abuse. There's no doubt he's the victim of domestic violence. There's no doubt. No, I don't believe Jada's whooping his ass. That's not what I'm saying. But the mental abuse is there. Of sadly, that mental abuse affects their children as well. And when children witness their mother abusing their father in this way over an extended period of time, especially, it affects the children. Nobody can say them children are normal. We're starting to understand what's going on. Sadly, this is too common in our community, in the so-called Black community. This is common. And the reason it's common is because we do not hold women accountable. The last 24 hours is proof of that. Everybody's trying to, or not everybody, but a lot of people are trying to make Jada out to be some victim. And poor little Jada was attacked, and Will was coming to her rescue and to defending her. I call bullshit on all of that. My first receipt, yeah, I'm bringing receipts tonight too. Exhibit 1, I'm submitting to the court of public opinion. Not too long ago, Jada made a video with her hair shaved. And she was explaining how she preferred the low haircut, if I remember it correctly, to the long curly hair and the flowing hair and this and that. And she didn't care what anybody thought of her hair. That's her words. She said that, and that was recently. She didn't care what anybody had to say. So that knocks out that argument that she felt, quote unquote, felt disrespected. She already said she didn't care. Right? She wasn't offended. Y'all like to mix up those two words. Disrespect and offense are not the same. She wasn't offended. Will Smith wasn't offended. His first reaction at the comment, I'm not even going to call it a joke because I don't think it was a joke. I think it was a compliment. His first reaction was to laugh. He wasn't reacting to Chris Rock. He was reacting to Jada, the look she gave him. Will Smith, on his own volition, was not offended and felt in quote unquote felt the need where he had to go defend his wife. She put the battery in his back, like she's been doing for 30 god doggone years. Because everybody is an expert on Jada and Will. Everybody's an expert. But y'all seem to be forgetting she's been winding him up for 30 years. That's exhibit 2, by the way. Their history is evidence. Past history, past behavior is evidence. We only have this evidence because Jada has made it public over a 30-year period. Now, I want to address this. They had an open relationship crap. Will Smith has been trying to cover Jada's foolishness for 30 years. So that we got an open marriage crap is part of that cover. And it came out after she did some foolishness. Okay? Y'all like to point out, some of y'all like to point out that Chris Rock took a shot in 2015 to 2016, now also at the Oscars. And somehow Will has been angry about that shot or something for 6 years, 6, 7 years. He ain't had no opportunity to deal with Chris Rock about his anger in 6 years. That's what y'all expect us to believe. Get real. Get real. Hollywood is not that big of a place where they ain't bumped into each other in 6, 7 years. His people could have reached out to Rock's people. They could have set up a meet, phone call, any number of ways. Any number of things could have happened. Check. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep checking to see if anybody's popping on. The link is in the description, right under Let's Talk. No matter where you're at, Deep in Israel, Van Johnson, Facebook, or on YouTube. You should be able to find that link. My Cash App is also in the description, too. Send me $1. I'll let your boy. So that's evidence that that theory is garbage and y'all just making up stuff. And that's a female thing to, what if this happened? What if that happened? What if they had this conversation ahead of time? And what y'all don't have that information. But at the same time, y'all want to ignore what we do know, what is on the public record. So going back to that 2015, 2016 Oscars, whatever it was, who did Jada show up to that Oscars with on her arm? Who was it? Will Smith? No. She showed up, booed up with August. She introduced him as a family friend. If they got an open marriage, why did she do that? Exhibit, where we at 4? Why did she do that? Then there was rumors that came out after that. She denied them. She denied the rumors. Again, family friend. Then shortly after that, Will come here. Go Will, the cleanup man, trying to clean up Jada's foolishness. We have an open marriage. That's where that stuff started coming out. I can't remember if he said it first or she said it first, but he definitely said it too. Then everybody started in with this rumors. Well, oh, Will been cheating on Jada. With the evidence. Where's the evidence of that? Beyond what I just spoke of. So y'all took, we got an open marriage, man. He was fucking people too. Where's the evidence of that? Who was he fucking? When? Come on, Will Smith is one of the highest grossing, probably the highest grossing actor in Hollywood during this time. And if he wasn't number one on that list, he was damn sure top 3. He ain't got no privacy. So who was he fucking? Please, I'll wait. Since they had open marriage, it wouldn't be no secret, right? Jada wasn't secretive. Again, she showed up with her son's friend booed up on an international stage. She didn't care. I'm gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna come back to that point. Are y'all starting to see how foolish some of these arguments are yet? I did a whole video on Will and Jada's history, going all the way back to 1994. I left some things out. And I left those things out on purpose because I had a sense that this foolishness wasn't over because it's been escalating. And each time it escalates, Will is always in the public trying to clean up for Jada. The most recent time was with what was it, Barbara Waters or whoever, when she made a comment and was trying to ask him a question about the infidelity in his marriage. He immediately cut her off and got loud with her. There has never been any infidelity in my marriage, is what he said, because I knew about it. That's not how words work. Infidelity is when somebody cheats on their spouse, when they have sex with somebody outside of their marriage or outside of their relationship. That's what infidelity is. Whether you knew about it or not doesn't matter. It's still infidelity. Whether you had an open relationship or not doesn't matter. It's still infidelity. So he looks stupid on that whole, again, on national television, simping for Jada, trying to clean up Jada's mess. Because he ain't defending his own infidelity. I've never seen that. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's happened. I haven't seen it. Each time he's been defending Jada's stuff. As I pointed out on that video, the problem being Will Smith was in love with Jada, and Jada was not in love with him. Since y'all like to use that love word. Will Smith wanted to be with Jada so bad, Jada did not want to be with Will. How do I know this? Is Van speculating? Is this Van's opinion? No. Jada said it herself. Again, y'all act like y'all don't know what she said over this 30-year period. So right around the time when they got married, she was in I remember the magazine article. I can't remember it. Cosmetology People, one of them kind of magazines. Essentially, she described a shotgun marriage because she had got pregnant. Will wanted a family. He wanted Jada. He had been in love with Jada ever since she came on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Jada, however, was chasing Pac. Pac didn't want to be with Jada. I've said this on other videos. Y'all women don't understand things. Y'all don't understand men how we think. Just because a man is fucking you doesn't mean he wants to be with you. So yeah, Pac was fucking her. He didn't want to be with her. She wasn't his main chick. He would fuck her when he felt like it, and when he didn't want to do it, he went off. That's how Pac was treating Jada. Didn't Pac get married to somebody else? I think so. I can't remember. I think he did. But it wasn't Jada, which is my point. It wasn't no love story. She was a side chick. Pac was just fucking her. He was playing her. Now here's what some of y'all gonna come in. Yeah. Well, Pac wrote all them poems and all of that. So the fuck what? He wrote a lot of poems. That don't mean what I just said ain't true. That's part of the game. Some niggas run, especially dudes who have poetic skills, they'll use those poetic skills to get in a chick's head. That's what Pac did. How do we know this? Because of actions, the results. He was never with Jada. They were never one-on-one in a relationship. Hell, they weren't even acknowledging, or he wasn't even acknowledging he was even fucking her. How many times have we seen that? Somebody, oh, that's just my brother, and they be fucking on the low. How many times, y'all? Stop acting like y'all don't know how the game go. Y'all slow, man. Some of y'all slow. So, Pac was hot at that point. He was one of the hottest in Hollywood, in rap, in the public. He was hot at this time, 1995. I'd like to argue Will Smith was just as hot, or right behind him. So, Jada is an attention whore. She loves the masculine attention. She craves it. It's like freaking crack to her. This is her behavior. All of her life has been her behavior. So, she couldn't get Pac. She settled for the next best thing. She slipped up and gave Will some coochie. The bad girl gave the good boy some coochie. He didn't have no dick control. His pull-out game was weak and got her pregnant. Jada's parents, scratch that. And I can't claim. I want to be accurate. I don't know if her father was with it, but her mother pushed for Jada to marry Will. That's the shotgun marriage. Will wanted it. Her mama wanted it. The only person that didn't want it, according to her own words, was Jada. Basically, she looked at the situation. I'm gonna make the best of a bad situation. I can't have who I really want, so I'm gonna get the next best thing. I'm gonna get the second hottest dude. That's what she did. She didn't want to be in it. This is her own words. Y'all look up the article. People, Cosmopolitan, it wasn't Ebony and that. It was a white magazine. That's what she said. That was right around the time they got married, or right after the time they got married. Again, she was started dating Will around 1995. What did she do also that same year? She dressed in the red lingerie and got on Pac's video. Again, embarrassing Will. Because Will, you know how men do. Yo, I'm with Jada Pinkett, yo. He had been talking about it to his boys, at least. And then next thing you know, she turned around, she up on the Pac again. Yo, what happened? I thought you locked that down, son. She's been playing this game. The rest is history. She's been embarrassing him publicly. Her husband, the father of her kids, publicly for nearly 30 years. Where was all that smoke? Where was all that rah-rah, that jump up and get bad all of these years? If he needed to smack somebody, he should have been smacked the shit out of her little ass. I'm not condoning domestic violence. I'm just saying. He ain't had no get bad for August. He gonna tell Chris Rock, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. But he ain't tell August, keep your dick out my wife's fucking mouth. He ain't say that. That's some bitch shit. He knew Chris Rock ain't no fighter. He knows Chris Rock, he probably got what, 100 pounds? 90 pounds, 100 pounds, 110 pounds weight on Chris Rock. He's a bigger dude than Chris Rock. And he knew Chris Rock wasn't going to fight. So that's where that get bad came from yesterday, right? Let's swap Chris Rock out with somebody else. Put another comedian in that place and ask yourself, would he have smacked them? If Steve Harvey was doing it, would he have smacked Steve Harvey? Hell no. Hell no. Pick a comedian. If DL Hughley had did that hosting, would he have smacked DL? Hell no. I don't think he would have smacked Kevin Hart. So the outrage is only for certain people. And then that's what a lot of people try to make that argument. Oh, well, Chris Rock was fucking with him. No. What was the joke that Chris Rock said? It was a joke about Rihanna, right? If I remember correctly. He said something like, me refusing or boycotting, that would be like me boycotting Rihanna's draws, would be like, that's the equivalent of Jada boycotting the Oscars. Nobody invited you. Meaning what? What did that mean? Didn't nobody invite Jada? Wasn't winning no award in 2015, 2016. She wasn't invited. So if she was there, it was only because her husband was there. But she wasn't invited. Let's get real. The only reason we talking about Jada right to this day is because she's married to Will Smith. Jada ain't no mega star. She's had a couple little roles. She was always the other chick or the chick, you know, in the movie. She wasn't the star. Let's be real. When did she carry the movie by herself? The only thing I think she was ever the star in, when she was like really the premiere, was that TV show, right? What was it? Some doctor show. Hawthorne, I think. Right? Come on. That was her, like, but movie wise, what movie has Jada carried? I've talked about this already. I talked about this on last night's video. We liked her, but we really fell in love with her because she was with Will. That's kind of like the Hillary Clinton syndrome. Didn't nobody like Hillary? We liked Bill, but we fucked with Hillary because she was married to Bill. But then when Hillary tried to jump out on her own, didn't nobody vote for Hillary because nobody likes her. It's the same thing with Jada. Ain't nobody paying for no movie tickets to see Jada. If she happens to be in a movie, so be it. But she ain't drawing. She ain't no box office draw. I better stop, man. Y'all better get real. Y'all better get real on who the breadwinner in that family. They living off of Will money. Jada little ass checks ain't did nothing. What's the last check she really got? Girls Trip? She wasn't a star in that. Again, that was Queen Latifah. Same, just like Set It Off. Queen Latifah was the draw. And Tiffany Haddish stole the show. Not even gonna talk about Tiffany. Not even gonna go with her. She's so ignorant and stupid. I have no respect for Tiffany Haddish. None. None. I used to think she was funny, kind of cute. I have no respect for her. None. After her comments. Not even gonna mention them. You find them on your own. I ain't even gonna deal with that. Not even gonna deal with it. Pull up my notes, y'all. Because I got notes tonight. So I want to point to what's happening. See, some of y'all don't think the Bible is a real book. Y'all think it's fairy tales. And these Bible prophecies, y'all just tend to ignore them and act like these things ain't happening in this world today. So I'm going to point you to the book of Sirach. Book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 26, King James Version. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Y'all hear what I just said? If that ain't their marriage, if that ain't describing Jada and Will, y'all don't hear me. God said what Will is going through right now, because he's a victim. He's not a victim in this situation as far as what he did to Chris Rock, but he's a victim in his marriage. And God says that right there with that marriage that he's going through is more bitter than death. Now, how serious that is, what God is saying? It's more bitter than death because the hell that this man is in. It got him running around crazy, trying to clean up for her, embarrassing him in front of the world, in front of their kids. And hell, it got the kids going crazy. You got the boy dressing up in dresses and all kind of craziness, right? All that's weird. Them kids are weird. The only one that's normal is the one that ain't come from Jada. That's Trey. Trey normal for the most part. Cause see, I want to see. Cause see, that simp behavior that's infectious. It affected the son too. You see, Jada is a simp because he goes on with his little tweet yesterday. With that's how we do. Like he's a tough guy. Well, you were so tough when your homeboy was fucking your mama in your house. Where was your get bad? Where was this how you do then? Punk ass. Ooh, don't get me started on Jada. And I find it more bitter than death. The woman. So don't let's not be clear. What's more bitter than death? The woman whose heart is snares and nets. Her heart, trap will. The heart in the Bible, meaning the mind, the way she thinks, is a snare and a net for him because it's affecting him. It's affected the kids. He's supposed to be the leader in that house. We all know who wearing the pants there. We know this. Jada wearing them pants. And her mind is running that house. And it's a snare and a net for all of them. They trapped. And they telling themselves that this shit is normal. That your mama goes on a date on in 2016 with your homeboy and is booed up with your homeboy on TV, and it ain't bad enough that your mama fucking your boy. She gonna flaunt it on TV. Talk to me. Whoso pleaseth God. Cause see, Will, with his fake ass apology, they always want to bring up God. That's why I'm bringing it up. Cause see, last night I really didn't bring it up. But see, since he opened that door, it's fair game. He opened the door and brought God into it. So we seeing what God got to say about it. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her. We all know Will he should have never married her, first of all. Never. In all this time, he should have escaped from her. If you want to please God. Because see, all rewards don't come from God. See, everybody like to give credit to God when they in sin and doing dirty shit. That's devilish shit. The devil rewards you too. Your enemies reward you too. That's where his rewards and blessings are coming from, not from God. Because God said, if you want to please me, you got to get rid of her. And wouldn't nobody be mad at Will. If he got rid of Jada, wouldn't nobody be mad. Now, publicly, maybe his kids might be a little, because see, they still trapped. But Will needs to get some help. This mental abuse, this domestic violence that he's going through, it's going to destroy him. It's going to destroy him. He's got an inner turmoil going on, and that's creating stress. This is why men die early, especially when they dealing with women like this. Again, Jada likes attention. constant attention. That's why she always leaking things and bringing things to the public and the red table. Who cares what she got to say? We only listen to her because she's married. She's Jada Pinkett Smith. If that Smith wasn't on the back of her name, we would have been through with Jada a long time ago. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. What has Jada done? What has Jada done? Not a damn thing. Nothing. So, in order to get to understanding, precept must be upon precept. So, we're going to stay in the book of Sirach. This time, we're going to chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Here it is, God saying again. I would rather you, black man, be with a lion and a dragon at the same time. Those are two man-eating animals. A lion and a dragon to be with Jada. That's how bad that shit's gonna be. God is warning us. Pastor Porkchop ain't gonna tell you this in church. Proverbs. To see some of y'all, oh, why are you reading from the Apocrypha? Okay, let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 27 and 15. A continual dropping and a very rainy day, and a contentious woman are alike. I want y'all to visualize this. Little drops of water just continually hitting you on your head all day long. You're not aggravating that we get. It's not a storm. It's continual drops of water hitting you on your head. That's what Jada has been doing to Will for 30 years. It's always something. It's always this. It's always something she's hitting him with. Something she's leaking. A picture of pie. An interview. This, that. God forbid we even had an insight of what's going on in their house behind closed doors. Because if she's doing this publicly, I could only imagine what she's doing to him in his house in front of them kids. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Why is this important? Here's what Will's not doing. First Timothy, verse 3 and 5, in James Version. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? Will ain't ruling his house. He don't know how to do it. He ain't pleasing God. He's doing the work of the enemies. He's simping. He's letting his wife run him. What was Adam's sin? I want y'all to go back to the beginning. What did Adam do wrong? Eve's sin was she ate that apple and gave it to Adam. That wasn't Adam's sin. His wrong was he listened to Eve. That's what Adam did wrong. He listened to the woman. That's New Testament. What did Will Smith do? He laughed. See, 70% of communication is nonverbal. So did she verbally say, go fuck that dude up? No, she didn't say that, but that's what that look meant. Even though previously she said she didn't care what nobody had to say. Now, I said this last night, and I was on the Tim Black show earlier today, and I said it on there as well. It wasn't a joke. It was a compliment. Where's the insult? He compared her to Demi Moore in G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane wasn't no clown movie. You know how serious that was of a movie? and how acclaimed Demi Moore was for that movie and how good Demi Moore looked with her hair cut low. And are y'all kidding me? That was a compliment. Hey, if this none of this had happened, and somebody say, yeah, maybe we do need to make a G.I. Jane 2 with Jada, that might have elevated her career. That's how powerful the first one was. That wasn't an insult. What's the insult? I'm comparing you to an award-winning actress in one of her probably best movies ever. That's the insult? What are y'all talking about? This is stupid. Let's go Old Testament. I done gave y'all some Apocrypha. I done gave y'all some New Testament. A little bit here and a little bit there. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in his stones, or in the stones, or hath his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Why is this relevant, Van? His dick wasn't cut off. I beg to differ. Jada got his balls in her hand. She cut them balls off a long time ago. She walking around, with those medicine balls. I could see Jada, she keep them shits right on her desk at home and just juggle them shits in front of her. She got his balls. She been cut them off. God is saying, you ain't even getting in to the congregation of the Lord. Because you got some woman juggling your balls, dude. Punking you every chance she gets. In front of your kids, in front of the whole damn world. Every chance she gets. What about privacy? She don't believe in privacy or sanctity of marriage or what goes on between a husband and wife should stay between them, and she don't believe in none of that. I'm checking to see if anybody's in the waiting room. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Just give me a second, y'all. Nobody's in there yet. If anybody's watching wants to talk about this, uh, click the link. I mean, am I wrong? If I'm missing something, y'all got a different perspective, or am I right on the money? Whatever you got to say, let's talk. It's late, man. I want to talk to somebody. Let's talk. I ain't looking at no comments. Cam up. Matter of fact, I don't even care if you on cam right now. You ain't gotta show your cam. You ain't gotta show your face. Let's talk. I know it's late. People ain't really dressed. You in bed, that kind of thing. I ain't even gonna hold you to camming up. Jump in here with me. Talk to you, boy. We gotta stop making excuses for wicked women and whorish women and foolish women. We gotta start making excuses for them. Because that's all she is. Defend her honor. What honor? She been hoeing and prostituting herself since before they was married. She ain't stopped. So where's the honor at? Let me give y'all another perspective. What if Jerry Seinfeld had hosted the Oscars and made that joke? Would Will Smith have smacked Jerry? Hell fucking no. See, I put larger black men in this scenario earlier. Just put a little white boy in there, about the same size as Chris Rock, right? If Jerry Seinfeld has said that, Jimmy Kimmel, any of them white boys had said that same joke, where Will had jumped up and ran up there and smacked the shit out of Jerry Seinfeld on international television. Hell fucking no. And I'm gonna tell you this: had he done so, if he was really crazy and out of his mind for that split second, they would have drugged Will Smith out of there, right on up that aisle, and locked him up that night. He wouldn't have smacked Jerry Seinfeld. Wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have happened. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I guess nobody wants to talk to me though. It's okay. It's all good. I'm not gonna force the issue. I'm just letting y'all know it's available. Um, let you know it's available. Please give me a like. Give me a like. As I said, this is an assault, and there's another victim we really haven't been talking about. And I talked about this with Tim Black earlier, and he let me speak, and I appreciate Brother Black for letting me basically have a little monologue on his show when I called in. The other victim is the black male image. Black men are the victim here. And some of y'all simp ass, beta ass niggas, why does it matter? And what he does don't affect me. I get judged on my own character. Bullshit, you do. We have an ethnic image, and we're all responsible for that ethnic image. You don't believe me? Ask Trayvon Martin. Ask Jordan Davis. Ask Mike Brown. Anna Boyd. Anna Brown. Rakia Boyd from Chicago. Uh, Philando Castile. Ask any of them if the black ethnic image didn't impact them. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't ask them because they're fucking dead. Tamir Rice, he was a child. It affected him. What other people do, what other men do, especially publicly, it affects us. You don't believe me? There's a book. Go on Amazon. I've shared this book before, The Assassination of the Black Male Image. Read the book. Try to educate yourselves and stop going off tropes and bullshit opinions all the time. Get some facts. You want to hear somebody talk about this subject today? Find Dr. Hassan Johnson's YouTube page. He talks about this all the time. How it's affecting us in today's world. See, other groups of people don't allow things to be said about their community and about them. Case in point, the OG Tommy Sotomayor just got his channel shut down, wiped out. He had to start a new channel because somebody came. He didn't even say it. Somebody came on his show and mentioned a group of people that you're not allowed to talk about. I'm not going to even play that game, but y'all should figure out who I'm talking about. Right? Oh, that's just, yeah, you misunderstanding, V. You don't really get it. Oh, really, I don't? Didn't Nick Cannon almost lose his career for speaking truth about the same group of people? That didn't happen just recently? Okay. Well, I mean, you kind of right. You kind of, oh, am I? Okay, so let's go back to the 90s. Arsenio Hall. He didn't say nothing. His guest said something. That was Gil Scott-Heron, similar to what Nick Cannon said and what Tommy's guest said. They all spoke the truth. None of them lied. They all spoke a historical fact. But yet, Arsenio Hall, who had the #1 show on TV, late night TV at that time, they canceled his show. See, a lot of y'all ignorant. You think Farrakhan got him canceled. He was already canceled before he booked Farrakhan. That was the last show. He said, fuck it, I might as well go ahead and do it now. Gil Scott-Heron was the show before that. That's the one that got him canceled. And to this day, I haven't been able to find that interview on anywhere. Good luck. They wiped it out. Good luck. You might be able to find Gil Scott Heron singing. Arsenio Hall interviewed him. And in the middle of that interview, Gil Scott Heron said something slick. And Arsenio Hall cut that interview. Hey, we'll be right back in a moment after this commercial break. We're going to go to with the break. TV went black for a minute because they wasn't prepared to go to break. Then they went to commercial. When they came back, Gil Scott Heron was not on that motherfucker, and the show was canceled. Then the next episode came. Find the episode if you think I'm lying. Good luck. I've been looking for it for years. Good luck. Try to find it. Good luck. All right. My phone is running low. Oh, shit. I hope y'all can still hear me. Okay, good. I thought I lost y'all. Apologize. My phone is running low, so I'm going to wrap this up. But my point is, that group of people don't allow nobody to say nothing they don't like about them. They shut it down. They end careers. They close your show, destroy your livelihood. Hell, they put people in jail. They don't play with their ethnic image. Matter of fact, we are the only group of people who allow that. Black people in America. We the only ones that allow to take it as a joke. This ain't funny. This ain't entertainment. It wasn't WWE. A man got assaulted. A black man got assaulted on national television by another black man. That is not, what are we telling our sons? What are we telling these young boys? You can get emotional and assault somebody. The law doesn't apply. So I'm one, like I told Tim, and I think Tim Black, I think I convinced them with my argument. Will Smith should get his award stripped. Here's why I say that. If we were talking about an Olympic athlete who smacked somebody at the Tokyo Olympics, would they not take that gold medal from him? Of course they would. Of course they would. They get mad at an NBA player for responding to somebody who assaults them. Somebody throws something on them, a cup of coffee or soda while they're doing their job, and an NBA player reacts. Y'all know doggone well, if you was on your job and somebody threw a soda at you, you'd be ready to whoop butt. You would get charged with assault, more than likely, if you did that at your job. And we're only talking about somebody's words. We're not even talking about somebody throwing something at you. If somebody just said, bitch, motherfucker, y'all be ready to fight. And if you fought somebody because they spoke something you didn't want to hear, I don't care what they said. They could have said the nigga word. You would get charged with assault. You might lose your job. More than likely, you would lose your job. So why are the rules different for Will Smith? He assaulted somebody. He should be arrested. He should get a mugshot. He should have to answer for that in court. What about Chris Rock? He's the victim. And he took the high road. I think he prematurely came out and said, I'm not going to sue him. I'm not going to press charges. I think he should. We got to stop allowing that from anybody, including each other. It's not acceptable. But we can't be telling our young boys, you can get emotional, you can put your hands on somebody and there are no consequences. I don't care what him and Jada going through. That's his business. It wasn't disrespect. Chris Rock was a comedian hired to do a damn job, and he was doing his job. And so he gets assaulted because Will is in his fucking feelings. That's bullshit. And when none of y'all put up with, y'all, you doing your job and somebody assaults you because you're doing your job, I don't care what your job is. You ain't going to have it. These cops come over, roll up on you, and talk all kind of shit to you. Smack one of them and see what happens. Smack a cop that talks shit to you the next time. See what happens. Smack your boss at work for talking shit to you. See what happens. Saying something you don't like. And you're going to find out just how much free speech you got. Y'all better stop playing, man, and act like rules don't apply. And he was justified, and that's he should. Yeah, I wish my man would protect me like that. You wish your man would potentially throw away her legacy or potentially throw away his life. Because what if Chris Rock had fought back and they tumbled and they fell off the stage and broke their goddamn neck and somebody died? What then? Because see, when men get into it, it's not I slap you, you slap me back, and that's the end of it. It's gonna escalate. And it's a risk of violence or death when men get into it. It ain't a joke. I'm tired of talking about Will Smith. I've done 3 videos on him in the last 2 months. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this damn foolishness, and it's all fucking Jada's fault. She put the battery in his back. She led this man on for 30 years knowing she ain't give a shit about him. And y'all talking about when he stayed, he was in love with her, and men always stay. It's y'all women who run and break up families. Do I need to get a scripture to prove that? A wise woman buildeth her house. A wicked woman plucketh it down with her own hands. Hello, ain't Jada plucking down her house? Because he's gonna snap, and he don't give a shit. He'll lose everything. If Chris Rock had decided to sue him, you know how much money Chris Rock could have got? That's a slam dunk case. It's on TV. Now we telling people it's all right to put your hands on a black man. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. That's the ethnic image. All right, that's all I got, man. Ain't nobody going live with me. Y'all ain't talking to me. Like, share, comment. Tell me what y'all think. Am I right on the money about this or what? Watch the Tim Black show from tonight. Y'all can hear what I said on that as well. That's all I got, man. Like, share, comment, donate. Support your boy. It's your boy. Holla back.